My name is Jerron Paxton. I'm a musician, first and foremost, and mostly. And everything after that is subject to employment. Composer, teacher, such and so forth. Back on tour, entertainer, all those things. But first and foremost, I'm a musician. I got into that music through my family. It was the music heard around the place. You know, I used to grow up hearing my grandmother sing, and hearing my grandmother sing was just as powerful as hearing any record of it from the year she was born. You know, it was the same thing. And she was a source I could ask about what music sounded like back then and who was playing it. So, and not to mention growing up in a place like South Central Los Angeles, where the music pumped in there through things like public television is to suit the cultures of the people from that neighborhood. I got to hear a lot of music from Louisiana and Mississippi and Texas and even parts of Mexico and places like that, where the people in South Central tend to be from.
I'm Susie Thompson, musician. Jerron is a bit of a time traveler. He plays music that goes back to the early part of the 20th century, and for him, it's a continuum, and he brings to light music that we might not have otherwise heard, and he brings to light nuances and aspects of music that we have already heard. And he can inhabit the music in a very, very special way. He could be Blind Lemon Jefferson. He could be Ray Charles. He could be some old fiddler back in the hills. He could be Fred Van Epps. But what I love about the way he inhabits these music is that it's not a studied carbon copy. He really makes them his own.
And where I grew up in South Central, which is a little bit different than other parts of Los Angeles, people hear me playing music and it'd be so familiar to them. I'd get that reaction, same you get in New Orleans when you play down there. People's got that spirit of music in it, so it makes them move. You know, even the poor people want to tip you down there.
One thing about Compton, where Jerron is from, is that in a certain way it's a culturally rich environment there. For example, the Creole, there's a big Creole community there, and Verbum Dei, which is the Catholic high school that Jerron attended, was also the place where they had the Cajun and Zydeco dances. So he had some of that in his background. It's unclear to me how it came to be that he played banjo, and I believe that his first banjo playing was Scruggs style, bluegrass style banjo. But I've never been able to get a straight answer out of him about how that happened, because he likes to be a man of mystery, and we like it that way.
Like when I was about 12 years old, I had to give a little concert. I played that little 4 or 5 note Bach musette, and they said you can play whatever you want. And I think I played Old Joe Clark, to which everybody in the audience over 60 knew the words to, and some words that you don't hear too much anymore. And that blew the roof off the place, and that's when I knew music was a powerful thing.
He plays every instrument. He plays guitar, great. He plays banjo, great. He plays fiddle, and actually I believe violin might have been his first instrument. He plays piano, and I'm sure he plays other things too that I don't even know about. He's interested in so many kinds of music, so many different kinds of music, and I think that endears him to a wide range of musicians too.
I don't know if I could make more out of it than what it is. You know, it's a part of our shared culture. It's definitely a part of my direct culture, and part of the things that make it a little bit more beautiful, those connections, and having that it is rooted in history. But I think the most important reason to play traditional music is because it sounds good. If you don't play it, you start treating it like an artifact, it starts to ossify, and people say, this is kind of what it sounded like. But, I was forced by my culture, the people in it, to do it for real. You don't give an imitation of what music sounds like. You do it. So I think the more we keep on doing it, the less imitations of it will be, and the more real things will be. My name is Jerron Paxton, and I am thrilled to be receiving the R. Hooley Award for 2022. All right, I'll play the Happy Blues. Just as happy, baby, as I can be. I'm just as happy as I can be. When the one I love going back to Kankakee. When the one I love, baby, does mistreated me. When the one I'm loving does mistreated me. Don't ever you mind, you gon' need a friend again. If your good man wanna keep you out of town at night. If your good man wanna keep you out of town at night. Just give him a little pork chop just as soon as appetite. Now I'm just as happy, baby, as I can be. I'm just as happy as I can be. For anyone I love going back to Kankakee. Wake me on this summer, then started on the fall. Wake me on this summer, started on the fall. Had to spend my Christmas in a deck of overalls. Now I'm just as happy, baby, as I can be.